I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
First thing that comes to my mind when I think of my dad is how he has played a very instrumental role in my existence. And his sense of humor and how he's always symbolized comfort and security for me.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of my dad is probably laughter and jokes. Because that's all that it is when I and my brothers and sisters are around him. We just laugh and joke all the time, and it's the best feeling and the best thing.
When I think about Dad is missing food. My food seems to always disappear within the night hours, and it's a common occurrence in my household. I'll have something in the refrigerator, usually that I take back from a restaurant, and I'll put it in the refrigerator hoping that it'll be there in the morning, but I know by now it's not going to be there. There's a 5% chance that it'll be there. So that's the one thing that comes to mind when I think about Dad.
Is it just what's the first thing? Probably his words with friends addiction. It's just every morning I wake up hearing a bloop, 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 and I go inside my dad's room, and it's always that same bloop, 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 and it's him shuffling those letters. So yeah, it's delicious gumbo.
Oh, what makes it so delicious?
He always puts the sausage in there, and or when he's really in a good mood, he puts the crab in there. Yeah, it's good.
What else goes in there?
My dad has taught me to, when in doubt, use your brain and to be sensible and to look at situations from a more practical point of view, and that has helped me in my journey through life and has taught me so many things, and that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
One thing my dad has taught me is to always work hard and to be responsible and accountability. It's taught me and it's helped me grow into who I am today, and that's awesome, and I appreciate that.
That comes to mind first out of the things that my dad taught me would definitely have to be work ethic. Very strong work ethic, not to cut corners and take the easy route. If you want something and you have enough drive to do it, then you should definitely do it. Definitely work ethic is one of the main things that I can take away from what Dad taught me.
Always be truthful to your authorities. Like, if you're not truthful, you lose, of course, people's trust. And if that happens, life is going to be really hard.
He's taught me that words mean things. Usually in the car, from the time I was 5 to the time I was 13, we went back and forth with words. So sometimes they'd be easier words, sometimes they'd be harder words, and I would spell them. Sometimes I'd get them right, other times I'd get them wrong because he'd give me insanely hard words. Yeah, they helped me with my communication skills. I've gotten this far, and now I'm majoring in journalism, and I probably wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for those mornings and those afternoons.
So something that I admire and respect about my dad would have to be the way that he carries himself. Just like how everybody knows him. It's hard to go anywhere in Portland or anywhere and people not know him, and his big laugh and how personable guy he is. And that definitely rubbed off on me and my sisters, and we're all good people because of it. So I'd have to say his character, really strong character, really cool guy, laid back. That's one of the most things that I would have to admire about my dad for sure.
His work ethic, because I remember growing up and going to all of these houses, and I'd just be sitting out there looking at them like, wow, how is this important? But as I've gotten older and I've watched Dwell grow, it's just amazing how like those weekends at houses, they really meant something. And I probably wouldn't have put as much effort into like choir and the things that I do if it wasn't for me growing up seeing his work ethic and seeing like my mom's work ethic, like always at it on the weekends, always at it during the week. So yeah.
I really admire and respect how my dad has managed to, through all of his success as a member of the community and a huge part of our family, basically how he's managed to stay so humble, and I really admire that.
I respect and admire that even if he's feeling bad or not exactly in a good mood, he'll always try to make you feel better and try to play with you, and even if he's not feeling well, he'll always try to make other people's days better. And I really appreciate that.
Sorry, I wasn't ready. One of the most memorable moments that I have of my dad, and it's probably a big, huge moment wrapped all into one, is when I went off to school in Houston and left Portland, and he was there from start to finish, beginning to end. He saw me off and he picked me up when I was ready to go. And everywhere else in between, coming down to Houston to help me move or get a car or anything that I needed, he was always there.
One of my most memorable moments was when I think I was like 8 or so.
One of the most memorable memories about my dad would have to be when we all took a trip down to Southern Oregon, and we took a bunch of different stops at every single beach, stayed in a little rinky-dink cabin. That was a really fun time.
And we were flying on a trip to go to the Bay Area, and we stopped at my Uncle Chris's house and he had like this game room, and we played some games and went to sleep. The next day we went to a Raiders game, and it was really fun because the others were gone most of the game, so it was basically just me and my dad did the whole thing. So yeah.
Being in my house on Junior Street and then watching this dude with dreads just start coming in my house, I was like, who is this? Like, who are you? You're with my mom all the time. I don't understand this. And I had my 5th birthday, and I remember he bought me all of these Barbie clothes. And I remember that's when I was like, okay, he can stay. He can definitely say, I'm okay with this. I endorse this relationship or whatever it is. And I think from then on, it's just, that's probably my most memorable moment. Just that birthday, having him and new family there. It was interesting.
5th grade, 5th or 6th grade. That was a really fun time. And just another memory that I'm very fond of is just whenever we'd have gatherings at the house and we'd all do a pre-cleanup and just have a good time, cooking on the barbecue grill. All the adults were getting drunk, and I'd have my friends over, and it was just a good family time. So definitely family times and cookouts and dinners and vacations.
Actually, the one that stands out the most is just this past year, how my dad played the role of my advocate when I went through such a hard time in my life, and he was there to act as a pillar and a source of support, and he fought for me more than anybody that I can think of, and in conjunction with him and the rest of my family, he played a really, really huge part in that time in my life.
Happy birthday, Dad. AARP is scooting up on you. Try to have a good birthday party, and yeah, don't party too hard, and make sure to save me a piece of cake.
Happy birthday, Dad. Enjoy your day. Love you. Don't play too much Words of Friends during the party. Please don't. Yeah, have fun. You're not old yet. You still have another 10 years.